We do a lot of talking, but we don't communicate.
Right.
So I think we need to be better communicating. That's where we listen. You talking, I'm listening, I'm giving you feedback. We can talk well. We got to do a lot of barbershop talk. And we sing a lot of Negro spirituals, but we don't communicate.
And this is all about getting in shape. Remember, for like a time, we're going to go ahead and focus out on the panel, all right? So getting in shape is going to be outstanding. So our financial, intellectual, physical, and spiritual condition. And my last step is what? Elevates. You should always be, as a boss, you should always be elevating your thinking. Elevate how you're going to handle someone. You know, you're an eagle for a reason. Why are you hanging around with ducks and turkeys?
Chickens. Chickens.
Before I finish on this note, I read a book called Execution. And the writer of this individual, his name is Tom Bosley, I believe. He said, mediocrity is considered excellence in the mind of those who are mediocre. Think about that for a moment. Mediocrity is considered excellence in the mind of those who are mediocre. I can encourage you today to always elevate the way you think, how you see things, and how you're going to touch another African-American man or woman or any other culture. Learn, and I challenge that to you. We are too phenomenal of individuals not to achieve your destiny. And on that note, I'm done.
Thunderous applause. See, I remember when I was about 8 years old and my father took me to the circus and I asked him, how do you get an elephant to stand on his head?
Yes.
How do you get a lion to refrain from maiming the man who is hitting him with the whip? And I said, son, it is quite simple. He said, first, you hunt them down like they are savages. Disconnect them from their family so they can never have unity. Lock them in cages to show them that their environment has changed.
All right,
go. There you go.
You deprive them of water. Deprive them of food. When they are just about broken, you deprive them of sleeping. When they are just about broken, you beat them.
That's right.
And you beat them. And you beat them. And you beat them, 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 and you beat them. Until finally they say, you are my new master. I am but a shell of you. See, this is how you turn a king into a nigger. This is how you turn a queen into a bitch. Lock their children in classrooms, remove their vocal cords so they can never speak words of revolution because to conform is the norm. Lock the babies in classrooms and get them on that Ritalin.
Get it.
See, for every Trayvon Martin in a bottle of juice, there's a Latasha Harden in a bag of Skittles that we've never heard of. See, for every Sean Bell, there's a Reginald Evans that we have never heard of.
Right.
See, for every Abu, there's an old soul that is locked up, that is a poet friend of mine for something I know he did not do. See, we need to quit worrying about how them boys sag their pants. See, they are murdering our babies daily. See, I'm calling upon all reverends, all preachers, all teachers, all Bible-toting Christians, because it is a sad shepherd that does not protect his flock. See, David for a bear for his flock. See, David for a lion for his flock. And you won't even stand up for our children. So I'm calling upon all Bloods, all Crips, all Zopound, all gangster disciples, all vice lords. See, you are no longer in a gang. See, you are simply a standing army ready to spark this revolution at a moment's notice. Because when they come for you, and they will come for you under the disguise of democracy, and you will die to thunderous. You will die to thunderous. You will die for thunderous. You will die for thunderous. Definitely thank you for your words. I'm I'm very excited about this panel discussion. I love to run my mouth. I got a lot of opinions on a whole lot of stuff. And I was able to speak to these two brothers. I think when I talk to them, that's an hour conversation. I probably couldn't tell you, well, I can tell you your last name, but I probably couldn't tell you anything else about them. But I love to talk, and I say this and I offend somebody, like I said before, it's good. In the course of a day, it's 24 hours. You sleep about 8 of those on average. 16 of those hours, how many idiots do you meet in that time? A whole lot. Exactly. I mean that's just the honest truth about it. So when I meet people that I can talk to, and have conversations, and agitate me because they have a different opinion. But the good thing is that we can talk about it, and at the end of the day, they're gonna see my side, I'm gonna see their side. Mr. Wright, you know, me and this guy here might talk. I make a plan a whole nother day, you know what I'm saying, in advance to be able to say, well, I gotta block aside about 4 hours and me and him gonna be together and talk. I came to Greenwood and I think I spent the whole day up here. And I was supposed to just come to help out with the tournament. So I say all those things. I'm looking forward to the panel discussion. We have a few poets come up here. We'll ask the poets to please keep your pieces in 3 minutes. Then we're going to have vendors come up. I'm not sure exactly how many vendors we got, but I'm sure we got a lot of entrepreneurs. We're going to do 1 minute, 1 minute only. We're going to stick to it because I don't want to have to answer to Miss Regina and let them say they went over 1 minute on my watch. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce this next poet, very close, very dear to me, phenomenal poet and a phenomenal person, so for so many other reasons. I want you to put your hands together for sake of something.
This is the day that I slit my wrist. See, these are the pains of our children. Our adolescents be wrapped in their parents' sins and they're too young to refuse church. But old enough to know that it don't seem to be working, that it don't seem to be killing those demons as that adolescent boy has been working, trying to get through that Chris Brown syndrome because see, he's been having nightmares and daydreams of his father's fury bleeding down his mother's face. And y'all, there is something about his girlfriend that makes him want to re-honor her. See, they say that teen battery is a new epidemic. But get this, I am the descendant of a reverend who beat his wife and 8 kids, and too many people cried after Eddie Long's fall. Truth is, people are still following people, which ain't far from the blind, leading the blind and our children. They're ending up multi-diagnosed before they can formulate a communication line. See, sometimes they just want to know who to talk to when stuff ain't right. But it's easy to answer to suicide these days when most folk don't got nothing to say aside from Christian cliches, and it's sad. Because our children know more incorrect information about drugs and sex than the music industry, so why don't y'all stop blaming the music industry when you don't talk to your kids and tell them what it is that they're supposed to be this? It's the day when their molested innocence should be embraced wholly in the arms of love. This is the day where he should no longer be confused due to his uncle's abuse, and every day we look these children in their faces, never understanding their stories, and we think they're all a product of their environments. Like, there go those project kids. Wait, how you gonna serve in the schools with those kind of views now? Mistake me and so, between me and you know that boy mama ain't nothing, so what am I supposed to do? Wait, y'all, these are the perspectives and views of the professionals in your nearest schools. So is it really the home environment that is the only thing affecting our kids? I am begging of you to look further. Go beyond the pulpit and ask yourself, if this is the day, what are we doing to be saving our future, our babies?
I will assume, since you guys stood up, that you guys like those poems. And for a very small price, you can actually take us home with you this evening with our CDs. That's only $10.
Only $10.
It's almost free, you know what I mean? I tell you what, just with this event, and I love Miss Regina to death, we'll do it for $9.99. Got to have correct checkers. Got to have correct. Mr. Country, would you like to bless us with a poem this afternoon, good sir? I mean, you know, this is only your hometown, brother. I mean, you know.
I guess.
There it is. You ain't got anything to say to us. Y'all put your hands together. Yeah.
Lord, it's so hard living this life, a constant struggle. I'm tired of struggling. How does it feel for a boy to never have a man to tell him he's proud of him? For I am tired of struggling. How does it feel to watch your next man talk bad about you? Because I'm tired of struggling. How does it feel to look up to somebody who only looks down on everything that you do? How does it feel to just be feeling inferior? How does it feel to have a purpose, but not to have a path to reach that purpose? I'm a freestyle artist, y'all. How does it feel to feel like you are nothing? How does it feel to come from a place where nobody tells you, I love you? Where nobody teaches you that being a man to your family is only the right thing to do? How does it feel to always feel like you are losing? One can't shake the prospect of who they are. They can only control who they choose to be. And I said who they choose to be. Now earlier the brother was speaking about circumstantial, what was it you say?
What's that?
The circumstantial learning?
Oh, cooperative learning.
Cooperative learning. Now we are in a nation where we
Cooperative learning.
cooperatively learn. But the thing is, we are cooperatively learning the wrong things. And what they say, well, Brother Conscious, how you feel like I'm learning the wrong thing? Because you were still stuck in the same place you were stuck in 5 years ago. For you were still stuck using those same words that you was using when you was in high school. For you were still stuck, still striving to understand what a friend really is. Right. Why is that? Because we are lost. And to be lost and to be led astray by the blind is something that many of us choose to dwell in. We choose to continue to be who we are because we're afraid to change. We are afraid to be better than what we are yesterday because tomorrow may be something different. And by us being so afraid, we look up to somebody else to help us gain, to help us find a different way. Although, friend, if your interests are not my interests, why would I care about what you have going? Okay, friend, if your life is not my life, why would I care about your pain? If your kids aren't starving as mine are, I'll be the first one to kick your door in and take your kids cereal too. Because mine are starving. And I fail to understand that I am more than what you see. I fail to understand that tomorrow is going to come whether you are living in it or not. I fail to understand that I can be better. Because I never had nobody to tell me that you can be better. I had nobody to tell me that, son, I'm proud of you. I had nobody to tell me that, well, maybe you could channel the anger to being something different. I was told I was a lion walking around on 2 feet. Understand, at one time I was a lion and would have ate you for what you showed to have. Because I lacked the understanding of who I was. I guided myself through pain and agony. I guided myself because I was lost. And I was never told, son, I'm proud of you. Son, do the right thing and grow up, be a man. I was never told, son, I love you. I was never told that you can have everything that you ever aspire for. Until I learned it. But when I learned it, the ways in which I learned it, many people look down on me. Yet and still, I am who I am. So again, if your struggle isn't my struggle, how can I see you for who you are? If your pain isn't my pain, why would I care about what you're going through? And if I don't see you as being a black person, a black man, my brother, how can I care about what you feel and what you say? How can I tell these young brothers that tomorrow can be better? Brother, what you go home to? You got a 3,000 square foot house, nice cars in your yard. I'm going back to the hood. So how can you tell me that tomorrow is going to be better? You were given what you have. Me personally, I got to cut them cracks up. I got to bag them trees up. I got to get on the block and grind it. Because nobody else ain't trying to do it for you. But why is that, young brother? What's wrong? Why are you going to live that way? Because I am lost. And I've never had nobody to tell me anything different. I've never had a father to tell me, son, I'm proud of you. I've never had a father to tell me, son, you can be better. But what they did tell me was, you gonna end up in jail one day. Yeah, you gonna have a bunch of kids and they take care of. That's what you gonna do. You know why you gonna do that? Because you ain't worth nothing. Lord, it's so hard living this life, a constant struggle each and every day. Now, when will the struggle end? It'll end right now. It'll end right now. For two reasons. I found myself. And y'all know the next reason is why it's going to end? Because my 3 minutes are up. Peace.
I got to put a couple shameless plugs in there. We talked about the CD. I got to mess with Conscious in a second. We talked about the CD. I'm actually up for a national award for poetry.
What number are you?
And I'm number 10 actually. The second largest poetry event in the country will be in Greenville, South Carolina next year. I think I really ask that all of you go. I think you'll definitely enjoy it. Very quickly. It's one of the other things. We're actually starting the first slam team in Spartanburg. If you're interested in donating, please talk to us. And we don't care if it's a dime, nickel, penny, quarter. Yes, ma'am, Miss Safety can tell you better. Just make sure you speak with her and she will get you all the information how to go online and do that. Very quickly, Constance came up and said he's a freestyle artist. We had a freestyle slam in Spartanburg. And it was something started off real small and people like, hey, we're going to come. And we only giving away $75, but it became like a big event. And we have another event we do in March called Slam Madness where we give away $1,500. He also participated in that. But Constance comes in, kicks down the door, like, just kills it the whole time or whatever. Makes it to the final round of the freestyle slam. And what was the word that you got that just threw you? Was it toe jam?
Toe jam.
Because basically what you do is you pick something out of a hat. We try to put the most odd things in there. And he got toe jam. He was like, yeah, toe jam, really? But he still did his thing. And finished in the top 3, still did his thing. So we're going to call the vendors up right now. And if I can, let me look a little forward here. Vendors bring it down. Okay, so we can do the film after that. And after the film, we'll get the panel kind of set up to make sure to take care of everything. So we get our vendors to come up right now, speak about, your entrepreneurship, your product. You got 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's make it happen.